GOP lawmakers are looking into whether the White House might be using taxpayer funds to help re-elect President Biden. Spearheading the investigation is Wisconsin Congressman Bryan Steil, as chairman of the House Administration Committee. He sent subpoenas to 15 Biden cabinet secretaries for documents on what some are calling a voter mobilization scheme. And he joins us now. So you're concerned that this could be partisan in nature. You have sent subpoenas to 15 cabinet secretaries asking for information. What do you want to know?
We need to see the strategic plan. The executive order requires every agency to put forward a strategic plan, and we're starting to see the evidence of the plans in place that do have a partisan tilt, unquestionable. The Department of Education is allowing work-study dollars to allow students to register voters on college campuses. We're seeing the Small Business Administration engage in a contract with the state of Michigan. The American people deserve to know how their taxpayer dollars are being used, because I don't think anybody believes the Biden administration is using this in a nonpartisan way.
You refer to this as Bidenbucks, and you say this of it, quote, elections are partisan, but our election administration should never be partisan. Allowing federal employees from the Biden administration to flood election administration sites threatens election integrity and reduces Americans' confidence. This executive order is another attempt by the Biden administration to tilt the scales ahead of 2024. The executive order is designed to expand access to information about voter registration and to do it all within the bounds of applicable law. You believe that that still leaves them latitude to act in a partisan fashion?
They are not allowed to act in a partisan fashion, which is all the more concerning that they're not willing to provide their strategic plans that they have drafted to Congress and for the American people to see.
No, I understand that they're not allowed to act in a partisan fashion, but they say that they're going to do it within the bounds of applicable law. But do you think that that would still give them the latitude to play fast and loose?
They're playing wildly fast and loose. It's unquestionable. Why are they choosing to allow work-study dollars on college campuses that we know are disproportionately Democratic voters? Or is the Bureau of Indian Affairs engaging in Indian tribe voting registration just in key states, or are they doing it across the country? Why won't they provide this information to Congress and to my committee? They have to do it. It's why we subpoenaed the 15 cabinet secretaries.
All right. You are from Wisconsin. There was a controversy about Wisconsin when President Trump was addressing House members yesterday. He allegedly said, quote, Milwaukee, where we are having our convention, is a horrible city. You were there at that meeting. Did he actually say that?
The president did not disparage the city of Milwaukee. I don't believe that he actually said that quote. The conversation did include the city of Milwaukee as it relates to the challenges that we see there. There's horrific crime occurring in Milwaukee. Just yesterday, a 9-year-old boy was shot and killed on the north side of the city. We have huge challenges in the way that the elections have been operated in that city for a long time, including the election administrator having to be removed recently. He didn't disparage the city. It's a broad attempt by the Democrats to talk about anything other than the problems of President Biden.
Well, and the Democrats are really playing this up. Let's put this up on the screen. They're taking out billboards quoting President Trump. But our Aisha Husney caught up with him yesterday and asked him what he was talking about when he talked about Milwaukee being a horrible city. Listen here.
I think it was very clear what I meant. I said we're very concerned with crime. I love Milwaukee. I have great friends in Milwaukee. But it's, as you know, the crime numbers are terrible, and we have to be very careful. But I was referring to also the election, the ballots, the way it went down. It was very bad in Milwaukee, very, very bad.
So he and you are suggesting that he wasn't talking about Milwaukee being a horrible place and why are we having our convention there, but that there may be horrible things going on there?
Well, unquestionably, it didn't disparage the city of Milwaukee. It was a specific conversation in reference to a question from Claudia Tenney about what we're doing in the elections, what's happening in Democratic-run cities across the country. So in a list of a handful of things he was discussing, he did talk about, exactly as he said, about the horrible crime that's taking place in Milwaukee, about the challenges we've seen in the administration of elections in the city. And then you have the media try to run a narrative that's not true.
Well, we're just a month away from the convention, so we'll see what Milwaukee has to offer. Congressman, good to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me in.
Appreciate it.